It's Tuesday, 21st of May. I didn't do any filming yesterday, so I've just brought the camera over while I walk the dogs to show you what I was doing in the greenhouse yesterday. Greenhouse? No, it's more like a polytunnel because it's not dry like a greenhouse. So I'll just give you a quick look around. Still early in the morning. Dogs have just had their walk. And what I was doing yesterday was, these were the plants that I got from the car boot sale on the weekend. Just 2 tomato plants. They are Shirley's and a couple of courgettes. Well, they seem to have survived their first night. So I'll just leave the polytunnel door open and come back later on this afternoon to close it up. Good, happy with that. Good morning. We're away on holiday. We're in Derbyshire and it's a bit of a wet day today. So I'm just out in this park. We're in Osmaston. Ah, that's right, this is Osmaston Park. And can you see behind me? There's a load of allotments. How nice is that? I'm missing my garden. At least because it's been raining, I don't have to worry about watering or anything like that. So yeah, we're having a great time. Good afternoon. It's Saturday the 1st of June. We got back from our trip to Derbyshire yesterday. We had a wonderful 5 days away. Discovered this incredibly quiet farm campsite called Fuffinside near a village called Parwich, which is just north of Ashbourne, and we spent most of the week there. It was just terrific, quiet, lovely. And now we're back. Everything has grown like mad. Look at my potatoes. They're incredible in just a week when you're not watching them. I'll show you a few other things that have been going on as well. The beans are finally climbing up the sticks. Those are the pea beans. Some of these peas have grown. No, this is the mange tout in here, isn't it? But some of these beans have been eaten while we've been away. There's only 2 of them that are doing any good. The chickens are good. Well, oh. Another. I'm just showing people what's going on in the garden. Some alterations being done to the chicken run. Alf's watching his chickens. Excuse the noise. All these tomatoes seem to be doing well. There's a flower on that one there. These beans are doing great now, romping up the sticks. And those dwarf beans there. Salad leaves are coming along nicely. These are being pecked. And over here, one of the courgettes has been eaten. That squash seems to be okay. But this is doing quite nicely. Those lettuce, I can start picking those lettuce soon, and the peas are romping up. Excellent. So I'm just about to go over the allotment now. See what's been happening over there. Just been loading up the car with all my seedlings ready to go out. So I've got a car full of plants here to take over to the allotment. Some of them desperate to go out. And on the back shelf and down on the floor in the front, if you can see there. So let's get to planting. Okay, well, I've arrived over the allotment and we've had a bit of slug damage over here. I'll show you what's happening. The 2 courgettes I put in there have disappeared totally. Tomatoes are looking good. Good. The sweet corn here is looking a bit sorry for itself. Look at these beans. Or rather, look at these beans that aren't. And the same here. So, I'm going to put all these brassicas in over here. So whether they'll be just food for slugs or not, I don't know, but they've got to go out. They're ready to go out, so I'll just put them in and see what happens. Right, I'm exhausted. I think I came over here about 1 o'clock, and it's now, I think, 5. I don't know, I haven't got a watch. I have no idea what the time is. It could be anything. It's been quite noisy here, so I haven't done any filming. There's been lots of children playing in the garden next door, so I've just sort of cracked on with it, and I'm glad I did, really, because I got quite a lot done. And I'll just take you around and show you what I've been up to. Right, so in here we've got, from the back, we've got Cavolo Nero, Brussels sprouts and dwarf curly kale. So I'm hoping that lot is not going to be slug food. Right, over here now we've got lots of bits and pieces. I'd already planted stuff in here and the birds had most of it. So what have we got? We've got more Brussels sprouts over there, spinach, rainbow and perpetual, golden beetroot, ordinary purple beetroot and radish. And where there were spaces in here, I've put in mostly swede, but I've also put in some more beetroot that I had, and that's more swede there. And then finally we've got, on the end of this one, those are turnips and a few more leeks. I lost the squash and courgettes that I put in here. And then, what's that? Is that more turnip or is that? Yeah, that's swede there, some more swede. Just had some spare plants. And then I've put some more swede in spaces here. And the last of the lettuce. So absolutely everything is planted out, except for the squash I've got at home. So, pleased with that. I just hope the slugs don't get it all now. Okay, so I'm off home to get something to eat. I'm absolutely starving. I've run out of steam for the day. Luckily I've got the car with me, so I'll just pop everything back in the car. So maybe see you Monday now. morning. It's Sunday, 2nd of June, and it's an absolutely glorious day. I haven't got time for any gardening today. I've got lots of music things going on, so I've just come over to open up this little polytunnel, do a bit of watering and check to see if everything has survived the night. Fingers crossed. Everything seems to be still pretty much intact, which makes me think that the damage from before was more likely due to birds rather than slugs. Yeah, I'm glad all those brassicas have survived. Good, I can have a worry-free day now. Good afternoon. It's Monday the 3rd of June, and it's not such a nice day today. It's a bit cloudy. As soon as I got everything planted out in the garden last weekend, I'm now sowing more seed. I've got some more climbing beans, got some snap peas, and I've put in some runner beans. What else have I got here? I've got some purple sprouting, more beetroot, can't have enough beetroot. Oh, dwarf French beans. Yeah, dwarf French beans. And what else have we got here? More peas, but I think I'll stick with the sugar snap peas. So some of this, like the purple sprouting, will be ready for when the potatoes come out and that ground's cleared. And then of course there'll be space for where the broad beans have been, and the peas I've got in over the allotment, so that space will be cleared, plus the garlic. So I'll need stuff in ready to fill up those spaces. So I'll get sowing. Okay, just to recap, we've got purple sprouting, boltardy beetroot, golden beetroot, more boltardy beetroot, bulb fennel, sugar snap pea, dwarf French beans, purple climbing beans, and some odd mixed runner bean seed I had, and then multi-sown radish and more leeks, just because I had some seed left over. I'm just leaving all this outside here, and I've covered it up because the compost dries out so quickly this time of year. I've also potted up a couple of more courgettes and a butternut squash that germinated while we were away on holiday. So I think I'm going to plant these courgettes, try and protect them from some slugs. I'm also going to put these carrots in the ground, or shall I leave them a bit longer? No, maybe I'll leave them until they've got their first true leaves. I've just looked at the bottom of one of the pots, and there's a taproot showing, so I think I'm going to get these in the ground now. Dug a nice deep hole with a hori knife, put water in it, and then I'm carefully putting each one in a hole and gently backfilling, trying not to disturb any of the carrot at all. Only I've got to put the camera down to do this. Those carrots look very tiny now they're in there, so I'm going to get some fleece and cover them up to make sure the sparrows don't pull them up. I've planted another green bush courgette there, and I'm determined not to get that one to get eaten by slugs. So I have found some fleece in the shed, and I've covered up that squash as well. So that's that too, those two, and I've got one more planted there, and I've covered up those carrots, protect them from the birds. Well, apart from the watering, that's it for this today. Watering, I'm going to walk over to the allotment, zip up the polytile, and that's about it for today. Tomorrow the weather's not going to be very good again, so if it's dry I think I might turn the compost heap. And oops, the dog's just about to knock the camera over. Oops, there he goes. Poor old elf dog, he's blind as a bat these days. And I just want to show you my okra. It's doing well, really pleased with that. I don't know whether to put it in a bigger pot. Yeah, I think that's going to have to go in a bigger pot soon. Lovely. And there's another one here. Oh, stuff. That one's not quite so big. But yeah, I'm pleased with those. I've never grown okra before. Right, so probably until next week now. See you next week. Bye.